Hello, here we are with an unboxing and hands-on with the Samsung Galaxy Tab Active. This is another tablet from Samsung, and you're probably wondering why another tablet. They do release a lot, but the Active Tab is slightly different, not only because it's got the Active name, which means it's IP rated and drop resistant from a height of 1.2 meters. This one, as the box implies, is geared a little bit more for enterprise, and with 16 gig of internal storage, a micro SD memory card slot and 4G connectivity on here, you can probably tell why. So let's take a look at some of the specs. So it's got an 8-inch LCD display with a resolution of 1280 by 800. We've got the LTE, a 1.2 gigahertz quad-core processor, the IP67 rating, a rear-facing 3.1 megapixel camera and a front-facing 1.2 megapixel, GPS, GLONASS, 4,450 milliamp hour battery, Wi-Fi, Android and Bluetooth. So it's not the most well-spec'd tablet, but it's designed for business primarily, and the reasons why you'll sort of see as we open this up and show you what you get. Now this is a sample unit that has already been used, so it's not in perfect condition out of the box, but here is the tablet itself. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Let's see what else we get in the box. So here is one of the first value added extras really. So it's a protective case for the tablet. Now the tablet itself is fairly well protected, but because this is designed to be used in harsh environments that maybe big corporate companies may have, you may be a surveyor or you go out onto building sites, this case is designed to give a little bit of extra protection, a little bit of extra thickness and material to grip onto. You'll see it's got cutouts for all the main ports and controls. Being a Samsung accessory itself, it'll fit perfectly. And also included is what they call a C Pen, essentially a stylus for using on screen with the Galaxy Tab Active. It means that if you've got gloves on, or if it's just easier to use the stylus, you can write on it, click through menus and things like that, and that stows away nicely in the top of the protective case. Aside from that, the rest of the box contents is fairly standard of what you might expect. We've got a quick start guide for the SMT 365 that we actually have here and the warranty card. We then have the battery. So it is a user removable battery. It's a 4,450 milliamp hours. So that should keep most people working through the day. It's not the highest resolution display, but it does have 4G Wi-Fi on here. So it's designed to be used for relatively long periods of time. You can actually make calls on the tablet as well. You might be interested to note. You get a 3-pin UK mains adapter with the pop-up third pin there. So your official Samsung one. USB port on the bottom there, and it's a 2 amp mains charger there, so you're going to get a pretty quick charge. Also included is, as you would expect, a USB to micro USB cable for connecting to a computer or to that mains charger for actually powering the tablet. So let's peel off these protectors and show you then what you get when it comes to this tablet. So let's start on the back. So it's here that you have the 3.1 megapixel camera with LED flash. We've got the Samsung logo on the back here, and you may be able to make out there's actually quite a texture to this back cover, which has got a steely grey, kind of greeny colour to it. We've got the rear speaker down at the bottom here, and then we've got these 4 slightly raised pieces in the corner, which kind of help the tablet sit on a desktop nice and level. We've got a removable back panel. You need a bit of a fingernail to do this. And pull quite firmly. And here we have access to the battery compartment. We've got the micro SIM card and micro SD slot here. And this is where we can then pop in the battery. So let's just do that. You might notice the sort of glossier black line. That is to line up with this, the inside of the back cover, which gives the tablet its IP rating, or helps seal round the battery to stop any issues with water penetrating the device. So you have to clip the back cover on quite securely. There's lots of clips around the edges, so it can take a little bit of time to do that. And whilst we've got that there, let's power it on and we'll give you a tour around the device. So on this right side, as we have it here, we've got the power key at the top. We've got the volume up and down keys just below it. We've then got this texture all the way around the edge. This is to keep up with the kind of grip and rugged design. On the bottom, we've got a 3.5mm headphone jack and micro USB port. Interesting to note, there's no covers over these, so if the device gets wet, they are protected, which is good to see. On the left side of the device, interestingly, you've got 3 pogo pins here. Unusual for a Samsung, but it means that you can dock the tablet into a desktop dock or a vehicle dock that have the compatible connectors, and you can charge this without actually having to use the micro USB port on the bottom. So on the top edge, there's nothing to speak of other than the more textured sort of design. You can kind of see how the corners of this device protrude slightly to give it that rugged sort of effect and protect the corners, which are often quite vulnerable when it comes to the screen. On the front, we've got the 8-inch touchscreen display. We've got 3 buttons down here at the bottom. We've got a back, home, and menu or running apps key. When it comes to the top, we've got the front-facing camera, the earpiece, and the sensors. Apologies for the reflection on the screen there. And that's kind of about it. So with the device powered on, because we have already set this up before, we'll just give you a very quick look around. You probably know what you to expect when you come with Android here, but it's got that very similar Samsung Galaxy feeling that you would expect. So you've got your app drawer with all of the pre-installed applications from Gmail to YouTube. You've got Dropbox on here, you've got My Galaxy, as well as Galaxy apps for additional apps. You can see that we've actually got the phone dialer because this is 4G enabled. You can actually make calls from this handset right here, so really good for a mobile worker. You've got your messages in terms of text messages. If we go back to the home screen, you've got quick access to your file explorer for getting documents and things like that on the go to make it really easy. If we slide across from the side of the screen here, we've got this pop-out menu which allows us to multitask. So we can open up 2 different applications and we can have them running side by side, and we can resize them to kind of make it work for you. You can have it go full screen like so. So that's quite good if you're doing a couple of things when you're out and about and working and need to sort of be perhaps referring to a document whilst creating an email. So that's the tablet itself. Let's just bring the case in to show you what that's like on it. Now, it's quite a tough case to actually fit to the tablet. You've got to give it a firm sort of push in. So this takes just a minute to pop on. I've actually managed to turn it off in the process there, but never mind. So you can see in the case you've got added protection there. You've got sort of a raised profile round the edge of the tablet to protect it if it's now laid on a desktop face down, so it'll be raised ever so slightly. You've got the added protection again on the corners around the main ports and controls, but you've still got access to that, so you can use everything in the case. Still got access to those pogo pins, the rear camera, and of course you've then got the stylus or C pen on the top, so you can actually write on screen and everything like that. So that's a quick unboxing and hands-on with the Samsung Galaxy Tab Active. Be sure to check out our full review on blog.clove.co.uk and of course youtube.com/Clove Technology. But until next time, thanks for watching.